I'm Dennis.
And I'm Jeffrey.
And we're the Yarn Guys.
We're the distributors for Rauma yarns throughout North America.
And today we're going to talk about Finullgarn, or fine wool yarn, which is the flagship for the Rauma factory, the largest color combinations and the most known line that they have.
It's a fine wool yarn. It is a 2-ply carded wool yarn. So the way it's spun, it's light, it's airy, but still warm. It's spun from the Norwegian whitetail sheep.
And those who are not familiar with Finullgarn, it is considered a fingering weight yarn. I know most American yarns seem to be a little thinner than that, and some people would look at this and go, it's a sport weight. It's best to use it as a fingering weight yarn. That's how they would traditionally knit it. It's mainly for garments and makes nice, tight knit, which is gonna last for a really long time.
And it makes it more wind resistant and waterproof when you're knitting it at a tighter gauge than what a lot of times we would think of doing with some American yarns.
So Finullgarn has been one of the longest lines, or the longest lines that they've been producing. It is traditionally used for indoor garments.
So the Finull, it comes in 50-gram balls, currently available in 137 different colors.
And we say currently because it's always shifting just a little bit. Sometimes they add some, sometimes they don't. They just currently added
These two new colors in 2023, Bunad Blue and Bunad Green. So that brings the total range up to 137 at the moment. They tend not to discontinue things too often, but every once in a while they'll take a color out and put a different color in. They have also heathered colors where they're blending a color of yarn that is currently available with light gray or a dark gray. Gives a little more depth and character to the yarn. So there's a few of those, and then a huge range of solids. The 50-gram balls have approximately 175 meters, which is about 191 to 92 yards. They are recommending using anything from a US 1.5 to a US 4, which is a 2.5 to a 3.5 millimeter needle, and you're going to get somewhere between 24 and 26 stitches over 10 centimeters or 4 inches.
For you pattern lovers out there, they do make quite a bit of patterns for Finullgarn. So if you search, you may find them. We do translate them from Norwegian into English, and most of them are out there to be found. We also print them and have pattern books that are specific to the different lines of yarn.
So the finished garments, when you're washing them, the factory now with all the changes in technology, there are actually wool cycles on your washing machines if you have a new enough one. If you have a specific wool cycle, you are able to wash them using that wool cycle and 30 degrees Celsius water, which is about 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Otherwise, if you are not able to use a wool cycle on a machine, you would wash this by hand, and even if you use the machine, you're going to lay it flat to dry.
And you can steam dry them to block them, right?
Yeah, you can steam to block. You shouldn't really soak them, then steam, because if you over wet it, the stitches could stretch a little bit.
This concludes this episode. Thank you for watching. We will go through each of the other lines in the next episodes.